guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to cover some basics just to help you guys to understand how heavy this bike can be and what we can do to basically when you fall down, because I've just had a fall in a big muddled pud. You'll see everything here is full of mud, and that got me thinking like, okay, there must be a way that I can explain to you guys what's the effective way of picking up this heavy bike. There's going to be a few do's and a few don'ts, which is we're going to cover them all, hopefully. So stay tuned for this video. I'm going to set up the bike and then we're going to start talking about it. Thank you. So we've had an unfortunate event where we misplaced our foot, or the front wheel hit something and we slowed down, and we had the case now that the bike has fallen over. So now we're going into the process of picking up this big ass motorcycle. So first of all, when you fall down, your mind is in adrenaline mode and you say, nah, shit, okay, I've fallen down, I have to pick it up. And you grab it and you pick it up like this. Big no-no, big no-no. First of all, you're going to strain your back, which we don't want. Second of all, you're using so much energy to pick up this motorcycle from this angle. You're only going to do it about 3 times and then you're going to be done for the day. Trust me, your energy is being siphoned so much that you can't even explain it. It takes a lot out of you. So the first correct way to pick up this motorcycle when you've fallen over on your right hand side, the very first step is that you take out your side stand here, because the moment you pick it up, you don't want to be falling over if your foot accidentally slips. All right, the next thing that you want to do is you want to put your back into it. You're going to take the crash bar, not on top, not this section here, you're going to take it on the bottom, and you're going to take your handlebar. Normally it depends how you fall, how your handlebar will be. So the front wheel can be loose, so you want to lock it so that it's all the way that way there, so you can basically you can do a deadlift like that. So you take your motorcycle, grab it there, get your footing nice and secure, and you just press with your legs and pick up the bike. So see, I almost fall over there. That's why the side stand was out, so basically we didn't fall over. So that is the first way, the first method of doing it. So they take the steering all the way like this, and then they lock their hands here, then they use their back and their feet, and then they start picking up the motorcycle like this. But doing it like that, I feel a lot of strain on my back. Issue number one. Issue number 2 is you're putting a significant amount of force and pressure on these 4 bolts holding your steering over here. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of that. The other thing is, when you're down here, you have your windshield in the way, your mirrors in the way, your handle guard is in the way, and as well as you don't really, I mean, while I'm here, the windscreen is here, everything is just so uncomfortable. So me personally, I wouldn't advise doing that, apart from being uncomfortable, straining your back, and I can already feel it on my arm here as well. It's not a safe way physically to pick up this motorcycle, even though when they say it is. I'm going to disagree with them on that. It's just my personal preference. It's just how it is. So for me personally, it's a lot easier to take your handlebars the other way, grip your throttle there, grip the thing there, put your back into it, and just pull up with your legs. The reason why is because your legs are so much stronger than your back. So you lock your back in place, you lock your arms in place, and you just push with your legs, and you see how easy that went comparing to how I tried to lift it the other way. It's definitely not the right way to do it. The unfortunate has happened once again. Oops, we've fallen over to the left hand side. The only thing different from left to right is on the left hand side you cannot basically open your side stand, so it's a bit of a tricky part. You're going to have to be mindful when you pick up the motorcycle. So we're going to pick it up exactly the same as on the right hand side. So we pick it up. Now you just lock it with your lower back. Then if you can, reach it with your arms. It's a bit of a dodgy situation, but rather take your foot, side stand out, and there you go. Simple as that. It's a lot easier than gripping 2 hands with a handlebar. Nothing really. It gets lighter every time that you do it. It's just the right technique that you have to apply to it. So the last thing that you can do for this session of the exercises, We did the right hand side, we did the left hand side. But naturally, as you can see, my buddy's bike is just behind there, so he's been patiently waiting to assist in this one. So obviously, when you take the amount of energy that you're going to use to pick up this motorcycle, it's a lot more advisable and efficient for the long run to split the energy in half. So we're going to call our buddy here, my dear neighbor, Mr. Rake. So he's going to assist me to pick up this motorcycle here, so that obviously it uses a lot less effort. Right. Okay, so I'm gripping it firm here, I'm gripping the handlebars, my neighbor's grabbing the back there, my buddy. All right, and we pick up 1, 2. That was significantly a lot less effort than doing it alone. And it is especially essential if you have a block of flats at the back of here to get that stuff off the ground. Yeah, it just becomes a hassle. If you're driving with a buddy, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, ask your buddy for help, and I'm sure they'll gladly be able to assist you. We have an unfortunate situation here. This is what I wanted to cover mostly, the biggest part of this video actually. What happens when you fall with your motorcycle on a downhill slope? I don't know if you guys can clearly see it on the video, but as I walk here, you can clearly see me getting up on a hill here. So I've purposely stopped with my motorcycle on the edge and I've laid it neatly down. Obviously it's not a natural fall, but you still get the idea. So I've stopped on this downhill slope and oops, we've fallen over. So there's two ways that we can approach doing this. Number one, you have to assess your surroundings. Number one, we're slightly troubled here with our bush. If you have the physical strength, you can try to pick up this thing. Bear in mind that this thing is already now on the 0 line. It's going slightly on below 0 on your gradient. So it becomes a lot more difficult to pick up this motorcycle. So number one, you have your buddy. If your buddy is always with you, your buddy can help you to pick up this bike. If you have the physical strength, you can definitely try to pick up this motorcycle anyway. For the sake of this video currently, I have no luggage on, so I'm going to try to pick up this bike on a below 0 line and see what it does. As you can see, it takes a lot more effort to pick it up. And even now, the biggest other thing is your side stand's not really going to catch, because as you can see, the bike's leaning over quite a lot. So if your side stand does catch, you can leave it like that. You can try to drive off from there. Problem is now, if you want to get on the bike, how are you going to get this big bike up? So it becomes a frustrating issue. So you have to once again just pick it up with your lower back there, or lower back hooked in place. Neatly turn it around, lock your steering so that you can move your motorcycle downhill, that you can escape that way. So that's what we're going to try to achieve now. So currently the bike is in first gear. When I pull the clutch, it's not running, which is a good thing. So we're just going to pull in the clutch and just hook it with the hip, go back slightly so the bike can exit the downhill, push it. Right, great. We're on a level surface now. Then we can get on our bike comfortably and we can be on our way. So downhill part 2. Let's say hi to our audience here. Hello, Quickie. Anyway, so we're in an unfortunate situation. We're driving alone, we don't have a buddy, we have luggage on our motorcycle, and we've fallen on a slight downhill slope here. You don't really have the strength to pick it up. As you've seen, just me on the bike bare like this, it takes a lot of effort to pick up the bike from that -0 line. So the only other method that we're going to try here is, or what you can try, if there's guys coming with cars and stuff and they want to help you up, excellent, that's the buddy system, do it. Alternatively, if you're stuck, the only other thing you can do is pull your motorcycle around all the way. So now you've reversed the scales. Now your wheels are on the -0 side. and your upper part is on the upper side. So now naturally this will become a lot lighter to pick up. So let's try that once again. So we're gonna grip it here, grip it there, hook your feet in place and just pick it up. It's a lot easier and you're not left stranded that you cannot pick up your own bike. So easy peasy. That concludes it, basically the basic handling of your motorcycle. Whenever you have fallen, that you can pick it up. As you can see once again that there's quite a decent puddle back there. I'll see if I can share a photo of that big puddle. Went in there and yeah, I did my thing and I've accidentally fallen over. So thankfully the camera and stuff didn't get any damage with the water. So, but bottom line guys, this is the do's and don'ts, preferably my preference in how to pick up your motorcycle effectively. Me with my elbow injury, I didn't feel a thing except for when I tried to pull it up like that. A lot of strain on my back, a lot of strain on my elbow. It is a way to do it. There's a lot of ways to pick up this motorbike, but to do it with your legs and your lower back is the only effective way to do it without straining your back, without using too much energy. And if you have a buddy, use your buddy. Your buddy is there for a reason. And likewise, if your buddy has fallen, check if he's okay, go and help him and see what you can do. So guys, that concludes this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please like my videos, subscribe to my channel so we can grow as a team, and then please post for me your comments in the video below. Give me your feedback. What would you like to see in videos? What tips is there that you can give me? If you're an experienced driver, a rider of these big adventure bikes, what tips can you give us as well, so that the guys can read through it and then I can hopefully I can put it on my next videos. But up until then guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Until next video.